Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the NS9 pregame show. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we got Tyler. We got Jim. What's up, fellas?
How's it going? This is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Spring training home opener. BP is going on right now. It's a gorgeous day. I'm excited for some baseball.
Very excited for baseball, and I really don't feel like I belong here right now.
Who let us in? Yeah, I'm great. I mean, I know you guys can't see, but the field's right there. It's a beautiful day. There's not one cloud, and it's what, like 70 degrees?
It's like mid 70s. Not a cloud in the sky. Blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's gonna be it's a perfect day for baseball.
It is a perfect day for baseball. And you know what, guys? Not only do we have us three here doing this show, but we got Cody. Let's bring Cody on here. He's live from the field. What's up, Cody?
What's up, guys? I'm on the field. Greg Brown's behind me signing autographs. It's a great day for baseball. I'm excited. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. So Cody will kind of be our on-field correspondent during the show, give you updates, see things that he's seeing, things like that. But yeah, it's just a great day. Cody, I mean, describe just the vibes right now.
Dude, it's a great day for baseball. I mean, everybody's chill, relaxed. It's the first game here at LECOM this season. Vibes are immaculate, really. Like, people are just having a good time. It's real, just laid back. Like, everybody knows what this is. Baseball's back. We're getting back into it. We're having a good time. I think we're going to have a great time here today at LECOM. I think the Pirates are going to do great. But, yeah, I'm going to go around, try and get different angles of the field, see what we can do, maybe talk to people. But I was told don't talk to people, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, you never know.
But, yeah, you never know who – maybe somebody wants to talk to me. I don't know why, but maybe they will. You never know.
Yeah, if you're here, go find Cody. We should make that a contest.
Find Cody. Instead of find Robbie or find Hannah, find Cody. Let's do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, appreciate you, Cody. We'll be back to here shortly. All right.
Yep. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. So I guess what if you find Cody, we should have had him have a baseball. Like, and everyone should like autograph the baseball for Cody.
You know what? That's something we can do maybe on our next one.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
That's a good idea.
There we go. But yeah, I mean, thanks for everything, Cody. But I'm excited. So let's talk a little bit about the game. I mean, this is the pregame show. So things to highlight for one, starting pitcher, the $77 million man, Mitch Keller.
Yeah. I mean, first outing of the spring training. You probably expect 2 innings from Mitch Keller today. Keep in mind it's spring training, so like don't really take much out of it, but really you just want to make sure he's looking good.
Yeah, just make sure the velocity's there. It might not even be all the way there, but just be mid-90s and make sure you locate. That's about it. Doesn't matter what the results are, really.
Yeah, you heard it from the pitching ninja. Just the pitching yinza. Sorry. Just be mid-90s and locate it, Mitch. That's all we need you to do.
Yeah, that's it. Just throw mid-90s. That's all we're asking.
Yeah, from what we're seeing, so Keller's going to be pitched today. Dowery Moretta's going to pitch today. I just saw Anthony Solometto just walk by in full uniform, so maybe we see Solometto today. But yeah, that would be kind of cool. That would be a nice little treat. But yeah, really looking forward to seeing Keller, Moretta, some other non-roster guys on the mound today. But those are the 2 main ones.
Yeah,
really
just excited to watch baseball, man. Baseball's back. The mitts are popping next to us right now.
That's the exciting part, honestly. I mean, we've been talking about this trip for how long? Like, I'm just so excited to be here now. I mean, I know they played yesterday. We didn't get to watch any of it because we were traveling. But, like, this is our first taste, the first game in LECOM. So this is like the spring opener here.
Home opener, yep.
This is great stuff. It's, again, like a beautiful day. We have baseball. You're seeing the Pirates back, right? You see Alex Stumpf just meandering around here. Like, baseball
Literally.
is back.
He is just meandering. Yeah.
And when Jim and I left yesterday and got on the airplanes, it was snowing where both of us were.
That's true. Like when my plane took off yesterday, there was snow coming from the sky. So yeah, this is refreshing. And for those wondering, it's a sunny day. So I know you're like, Jim, you got to put your sunscreen on. I've already applied 1 layer. And we've got 2 full cans of sunscreen spray that I will be utilizing throughout the day. So we're not going to have a repeat of last year.
Just gonna say I replaced the suntan lotion with other things, just gyms. So I'm making sure it happens.
I don't have any sunscreen on.
Actually, I don't either. Yeah, but yeah, it wasn't 20 degrees or snowing when I left my place. But I'll say I haven't. Unlike last year, I don't have much of a tan going on, so I'm a little bit nervous this time because it's not been. I mean, it's kind of earlier this year that we're here, and it hasn't been that great where I'm at. But regardless, like it's a beautiful day for baseball. We talked about Mitch Keller. Let's also talk a little about the guy who's leading off for this team today, O'Neil Cruz, making his return to the baseball field. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, first time seeing O'Neil Cruz since the injury. Batting practice already. He's been just launching bombs. They're a ball. I mean, we're probably a good 60 feet behind the right field foul pole right now. And a ball landed, 60 feet to our right. So he launched some balls during BP. Definitely looking forward to seeing him today, and against a lefty too, and Cole Irvin for the Orioles.
Yeah, it's just great to see him back. It's really probably the most exciting thing coming into this year is O'Neil Cruz and potentially seeing him for a whole season and seeing what he can really do.
Yeah. Like we know the difference maker O'Neil Cruz can be, right? Like that's one of the things that's super exciting about this season is to find out what he can be. I mean, big expectations when he was, a rookie. He had his struggles at first. You saw some things that started to click to him at the end of the year. Then last year was like, hey, we're going to find out who O'Neil Cruz is. And unfortunately, the big injury that happened early on, you didn't see it. So I think this year is a lot of course, like we still need to find out. But of course, number one is the health, right? Like how healthy is that leg and ankle going to hold up? Which then translates into can he play shortstop, which I think there's a lot of positive signs last year to say that, he probably could. So, knowing if he's healthy this year coming in and then like what type of player he really can be, because we know that guy can be an absolute difference maker. So this is the beginning of the 2024 O'Neil Cruz comeback season.
Plain and simple, he's the most important piece of this team.
There's a lot of most important pieces, but he is a very most important piece.
He's the mostest important. That's it.
When it comes to upside, right? Like he's the guy from if you're looking like who can be that MVP caliber player, it's him. He's the one most capable of doing that from a talent standpoint.
So like 40 bombs, 50 bombs, 60?
Hey, let's just keep what out of the first ever 60-60 season. Yeah, no.
60-60.
No, but I don't know. Stolen bases wise, I don't know if we'll maybe take a step back from there, but yeah, I mean, the expectation is that O'Neil Cruz, I think, has to perform at a very high level. So, I mean, I'm not going to get into season predictions here, but yeah, you want O'Neil Cruz hitting over 30 home runs this year.
Yeah, that's the other thing, though. We get to see O'Neil Cruz with the new bases.
That's a good point.
We didn't get to see that last year, really.
Get to. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting, like how much free range does he have on the bases after the injury? I mean, he is young. I hope he comes back fully healthy from that. Like, there's no restrictions because, yes, I'm not saying 60-60, right? But like O'Neil Cruz, the power speed combo is fantastic. And right with those large bases, God, he's so fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, the whole lineup in general today, though, I mean, so talking a little bit about Cruz, but the lineup 1 through 9 really is, I mean, these guys are all starters. So, but we've got a guest on. Cody looks like he's found somebody to talk to him. So let's kick it over to Cody. Cody, what's happening?
What's up, guys? Yeah, someone actually wanted to talk to me. I got Hannah Mears here, the new sideline reporter for the Pirates on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Hannah, what are you excited? Like, this is your first time doing this for the Pirates. What are you excited for this season?
I'm excited for everything. Like you said, it's my first time, so everything's very new, and that's extremely exciting for me. It's been great to get to know all of the staff and the players, and everyone's been so welcoming. I'm from Pittsburgh, so the most exciting part about all of this is getting to work for one of the hometown teams that I grew up cheering for. So there is nothing more special. It's an absolute dream come true, and I'm just so glad for everyone who's been a part of the journey and will continue to be a part of it.
Right. How do you like Bradenton so far? I mean, last year was my first time coming down here. I think it's a beautiful place. Easy place to get burnt.
Yeah.
But how are you liking it so far?
It's great. The weather is beautiful. The first day I was down here was a little bit chilly and I was a little bummed. But since then, I mean, I asked for it. It is sunny and 75 today in Bradenton. It's beautiful. I have my sunscreen on. Don't worry, because the sun can get you. That's for sure. I actually burnt my shoulder though with a curling iron beforehand, so that's a great look for TV. But made sure to get some sunscreen on that too.
Not ideal for
Not
the first
ideal.
day,
Not
but
ideal.
we'll fight through it. Guys, make sure you tell everybody to watch the game today on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Tune in, watch Hannah do her thing. She's great. I'll see you guys in probably another 10 minutes.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
All right. Thanks, guys. So yeah, so look at that, Cody getting Hannah on, the new sideline reporter for Sportsnet Pittsburgh. She's making her debut today. But yeah, make sure everybody's tuning in today. Game is on TV, first time of the season. Yeah, check out Hannah Mears.
Yeah, so exciting day for her, exciting day for us, exciting day for the Pirates. Getting back, like you mentioned, about the starting lineup. I mean, I got to say that really no complaints. O'Neil Cruz, Brian Reynolds, Brian Hayes, Jackal Sawinski, if you look at our graphic right now, but it actually is Jack Sawinski. Thanks, Cody. Rowdy Tellez, Yasmani Grandal, Connor Joe, Piguero, and Nick Gonzalez, and of course Mitch Keller. So like really good lineup for, again, like your spring opener coming out to see the first Pirates game.
Yeah, can't really complain about that lineup, and that's something we're probably going to see a lot of times this season, is at least 7 of those guys in the lineup. So a good first look at them.
Yeah, that's the good part about being at home, right? Like the away lineups sometimes tend to feature the guys who, maybe not as seasoned, right? The home games are going to have your people who, they don't need to travel. So yeah, this is an excellent lineup for anybody coming here to watch this game, or anybody on, back home watching this on TV. 9 for 9. These are all guys who are either going to be on the team or competing for a spot on this team.
Yeah, very valid point. I mean, absolutely all of them on the 40-man right now currently. And right, you're probably going to see a good dose of all these players at some point. So, like it's spring training, it's game 1. You're not taking much away from this and saying, well, some people might, but like you're not taking much away from this and saying like, okay, O'Neil Cruz is back or this and that. But like, it's good to see the guys that you're going to.
Oh no, if O'Neil Cruz hits a home run, I am going to say O'Neil Cruz is back.
Depends on the narrative, right? Like if O'Neil Cruz comes out here and starts just mashing balls, it's like he's back. Comeback player of the year, baby.
I mean, actually, I'm not going to lie. When I saw him take grounders Alex, I think, posted a video on Twitter a couple days ago, him just taking grounders, and I deemed that he's back. So fair enough.
Here's the other thing we get to see today is the beginning of that second base battle. Nick Gonzalez, Piguero, both in the lineup today. Those are 2 guys fighting for that starting spot.
That's a good point. So yesterday we saw both Triolo and Bay. And then today we get Gonzalez and Piguero back to back. Piguero is actually getting the start at second base. Gonzalez, the designated hitter. But yeah, absolutely correct. This that second base battle is one of the key position battles throughout this spring.
Yeah, absolutely. So like you said, you probably want to see a good dose of all those guys too, because I mean they need to find out who's going to, and of course I would like to see some so I can make my decision on who I want to see. But yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing about Piguero and Gonzalez is the bat, right? I mean, does it translate? Nick Gonzalez, we talked about, is he going to translate to like an MLB type of player, right? With his struggles he's had. And Piguero, not so much struggles, but he did get called up last year, did struggle, of course. And I think he has the upper hand, right, on the position and such. But again, like we talked about Cruz, not to that level, but like Piguero does have that power speed combo that is pretty damn sexy. So, if he can improve this year and see what he has, like that could be a big step for him.
I can tell you that I'm going to make my decision probably today on who should start. And I'm going to stick with that the entire year, and that's going to be my narrative.
Oh, very good. So Tyler's got. So what else do we want to see today, fellas?
Yeah, I mean, Brian Hayes, we get to see him again. He ended last season just looking so good. I mean, the last 2 months of the year was basically an MVP caliber player. So, does he keep hitting the ball hard? He's typically hit well here in the past, down here in spring training.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's like I said, I think the thing, you just want everybody to get through healthy, right? You want everybody to look good. The results right now don't matter all that much, but it's. I'm just so excited for baseball to be back. Like the pop of the mitt. You've got pitchers over here throwing, warming up. The BP. It's great. I'm just so happy baseball's back.
Yeah, you talk about Cabrian. Let's talk a little bit about him as well. I think this is like a big year for him. I mean, you talk about right the most important person on the team, right? Everyone has that to an extent, and like I think with Cabrian Hayes, it's kind of like that also. I mean, there's been a lot of discussion, right? We even talked about our last show about his hitting, who he's worked with and such, and you saw how he ended last year. I mean, he was literally on an MVP level. We talk about like he is like a 3-WAR as far as a floor goes, like a 3-WAR player, just because of the defense and just whatever you get from the bat. It's not like he just got like a bit of a bat last year at the end. It wasn't like he's like he hit fine. He was hitting like an MVP. Like we're talking about, he was like on a 7-WAR pace with that type of production. So are you going to get that, Cabrian? Like you said, it's a little bit skewed because he has hit well in Bradenton in the past, right? So like I don't want to take too much away of thinking like that's going to be. Oh shit!
Oh, we got a problem with the camera.
Uh-oh.
Cody, we may have to get Cody over
Where's
here to
Cody?
look at this.
Cody to the rescue.
But we can still talk.
Cody's got to fix the camera right now.
Yeah, so we're gonna get Cody to help with this. But yeah, let's keep talking about Cabrian Hayes though, right? Like he could be a big difference maker. You already have Brian Reynolds, right, who's leading the way, but like, Cabrian Hayes could be that number 2 guy, even at least, or 3 to Cruz or something. Like this lineup does have the ability to do some damage.
I mean, we talk about Sawinski. Like I'm super high on Jack Sawinski this year. So another lefty bat going up against the lefty starter today. How does he look against lefties? Is he going to be more of that everyday player that we want him to be, or is he going to be more of a platoon guy like he has been in years past? Oh, all right, we're back. Here we go.
We're back.
But thank you, Cody. Cody's the MVP here. He's the behind the scenes guy. He's
behind the scenes. He's on the field. He's everywhere.
We can't
getting
do that without
interviews.
Cody. God, he's awesome. But
speaking of Jackal,
yeah, he messed up the graphic earlier. No, but I mean, yeah, Jack Sawinski, another guy I expect to just kind of keep progressing. He took a really big step forward last year. Really, just what you want to see out of him this season is just more consistency. The talent obviously there, the power obviously there, but like, can he do it on a consistent basis? Because he's been so frustrating, over the past couple of seasons.
Yeah, for sure. I know he's a very polarizing player, and I think all you're asking for is just more consistency. But again, we're talking about guys who finished last year. Jack's September was much different from before. So, like, is there some legitimacy to that? Can he be a better hitter? Again, like, you're hoping for the best with Jack. He can be that difference maker. I mean, we know he has 30 home run power. Like, that's just there. But can he simply be that guy who's going to consistently day in and day out give you that, opposed to a really, really strong week and then disappear?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the complete body of work last year. The numbers are good from Jack Sawinski last year. We can criticize him about his stretches of not great baseball. But if you really look at it, if Jack Sawinski can put together another year like he did last year, and you have Cabrian Hayes who hits like he did at the end of the year last year with O'Neil Cruz coming back, there's some building blocks there. Brian Reynolds with it, Kutch here. Like, the lineup can be exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we're ready to bring Cody back on after he fixed our camera. So Cody, you're out there at the practice field behind the right field wall. What are we seeing?
So, yeah, I'm out here. I was able to catch up with Jordan Comedina, the catching coach, and not like – so we're earlier. I was talking to Hannah Mears, right? She's like, we're we're relaxed. It's a good time. We're in Florida. Jordan's going a mile a minute, man. He could only talk to me for 2 seconds. He was like, we're going. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. I'm watching these guys. You got the young guys. Bubba Chandler just walked by me. They're all getting warmed up over here practicing. Paul Skeens is at the other end. He was getting warmed up. It's just awesome to see these guys. They're throwing plyo balls. They're getting all this crazy equipment out to warm up. I don't know what any of it's called, but it's awesome to watch these guys perform.
Yeah, so that is quite. I mean, I saw Bubba Chandler just walk by you there. So Bubba Chandler
just walked
in full
by me.
uniform, Salametto in full uniform. Maybe we see them today. That would be really neat.
And guys, I gotta say, controversial take here. I was talking to Jordan. I felt the jersey. The jerseys, they're not that bad.
So I'll say this: looking at the jerseys in person, they like that the yellow on black. it pops. It actually looks a lot
Right.
better in person than it does like on the photos. I will say that.
Right, like the quality of it is actually pretty nice. This is super controversial at the moment, I know, but it seems like the players maybe they got an upgrade. And nobody said anything, but I'm still not going to buy a jersey for $175. That's just ridiculous. Fanatics, figure it out.
All right. Hey, thanks for the update, Cody.
All right, guys, I'll
Appreciate
see
you.
you later.
All right.
I know that the audience can't see us, but there is a line of people out there. They're definitely here to watch us podcast, right? Not the pitchers and catchers right behind
That's
us.
true. There are probably 50 people watching us right now, and
What
it's
did you think?
definitely about us and not the players walking in front of us just back and forth.
Yeah, but again, like I know you can't see the camera is pointing at us, but Cody's right now signing autographs already. Like I think he's already signed like 10. He's a man of the people.
Just to touch base on those uniforms again, I do like these hats.
Oh, the hats, absolutely.
The yellow hats look good. Like I said, it's just the yellow and the black. It's popping in the sunlight too.
Just such great team colors. I mean, honestly, like, they really are. They really are. But yeah, looking at the uniforms, I know there's been so much hate about these new uniforms and such. And the uniform itself, like I get it, but as far as it look like in person, the yellow and the black, yes, absolutely. But I love the hats. I love how they went yellow this year. Just different. Maybe I'm gonna get one. I don't know.
I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't know what I'd wear that with.
So I mean, the other yellow hats that they have are the City Connects, right?
Yeah.
And those are nice. I also like but no, these ones are nice. It's just like the pure yellow. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about them, but yeah, after seeing them in person, the jerseys aren't as bad as I was expecting, and the hats go well with them.
Right. And again, like about the yellow, I mean, yeah, like the City Connects are yellow, but there's also on a yellow jersey, right? These being all the black with the yellow hats, yeah, they certainly pop.
OG Minlow, they asked him, do they know Cody's not rowdy to left? That could be Cody, you should just go around and just signing rowdy to left autographs everywhere.
That would be great. So on Wednesday, Cody's going to be in full uniform.
Just a
As
full
well,
on rowdy
signing
to left
autographs.
uniform. Yeah.
As Rowdy Telez.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so again, like back to the lineup and such too. I want to talk about Grandal a little bit, right? I mean, he was the signing, he is the veteran. There's Henry Davis, who actually had a good day at the plate yesterday, right? 2 for 3, I believe it was. And we know Jason DeLay's here. Grandal brings that veteran presence. We know it's been pretty bad. Let's just be honest, right? Pretty bad the past 2 years for Yasmani Grandal as far as performance. Again, I know he's been Chicago. That was a nightmare of a situation, I feel like, for a lot of players. So like there's hopeful potential that him coming over to Pittsburgh, knowing his roles, a little bit down here, being more of a leader and such. But I'm not gonna say excited, but like I'm interested to see like what Yasmani Grandal is. Like can he replicate somewhat of his previous performance?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it, I think, when we when he was originally signed, but I think there's still something there. Like he's obviously not the player he was in the past. I think he can play at least okay defense, but it's really that walk rate, right? Like that's what made him kind of a different type of hitter in his prime. And last year he took a huge step back, didn't walk as much, and that's when you saw the numbers take a huge fall. I think if he can get that walk rate and just kind of get back to the player that he was in that aspect, like just from an approach standpoint, he can at least provide some value to this team. I don't think you'll ever see, the power that he had before, but I think if he can at least get on base at a decent clip and play okay, defensive catcher, then I think he still has some value left in him.
Yeah, and I think if you look at him when he's at his best with that high walk rate, he really does fit into the Andy Haynes approach.
Yeah.
Like he's a good fit for what the Pirates want to do at the plate and just the way they go about everything. It's not a square peg in a round hole.
Right. Yeah. Again, like he's had this weird career in the sense, like he was always a good catcher, right? But like in, I think it was 2021 where like he just turned this like complete like 3 outcome person where it was like a 25% strikeout rate, like a 25% walkout rate, and then he had that power. Again, not expecting him to come back there, but again, like there has been power, right? And like with that, obviously right field, like maybe he can get some out there. And again, he draws some more walks. Like there is that potential he can at least become maybe somewhat close to an average hitting catcher, right? Which doesn't take a whole lot. Yeah. So again, like I'm interested to see like what he presents to this lineup going forward this spring.
Yeah, I mean he's batting right behind Rowdy Tellez. I know we joked about him earlier with the Cody thing, but Rowdy Tellez is another guy who injured last year, fell in hard times, but like you saw what he did in the beginning of the year. I think he had 8 homers in April and like halfway through May. So like the guy has power. He still has power. If he can tap into that again, there's some potential upside there. I'm just looking at this lineup right now too, guys, and there's a lot more power in this lineup than I think what we're used to seeing from Pirates teams in recent years. You've got Cruz, you've got Sawinski, you've got Tellez, you've got Grandal. Reynolds is going to be, a 20+ homer guy just because. But yeah, lots more power in this lineup than what we're seeing. So hopefully that can be something that can be rectified, because that's been a big problem for this offense just for years and years now, is just the complete lack of being able to hit the ball over the fence.
Yeah, I think if you do look at the 1 through 9 this year, there's a pretty decent chance that everyone 1 through 9 could hit 10 to 15 home runs at least.
Yeah, actually.
We haven't had that in a long time.
Well, that was what you saw back when the Pirates were good, right? Like those playoff teams. It was, I forget which year it was, but I think they had 10 guys with double-digit homers in 2015, maybe.
Probably.
But that's what you need to do to win in today's game. You can't just string hits together. It's hard because just of the strikeout rate nowadays. So, like, in order to score a lot of runs, you need to hit the ball over the fence. And I think this is really the first lineup we've seen in a while that has the capability of doing that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, again, we talk about this offseason, right? You want to see a little bit more, but the reason why I see more is because of, there's such the variance of like this ball club, like getting this offense, it's like there's a lot of upside, right? I mean, there's a lot of risk. Like people like Grandal, Rowdy Tellez, like they could not do this. But like you look at the lineup, like O'Neil Cruz, does he have the possibility to hit 30 home runs? Absolutely. Does Brian Reynolds? Probably 25 at least, right? To Brian Hayes, we're not sure. Like, but he could hit 10 to 15, right? You go down here, I mean, Jack Sawinski could hit 30 home runs. Like, you have the potential to have like 3 guys in this team that could hit 30 home runs. And we're talking about a Pittsburgh Pirates team. I mean, when's the last time that has happened? 30 home runs with 3 people, like that's a realistic possibility. Then you add, Rowdy Tellez, like there's a lot of potential pop on this team. Potential keyword.
And I think the other thing is we talked a lot in the past that they need Brian Hayes to turn into that 10 to 15 home run guy. It'd still be great, but they're not as reliant on it at this point. You just want him to be a good hitter.
No, you're right. I mean, if Brian Hayes is the hitter that he was the last 2 months of last season, then it's like, okay, this is pretty cool. But they don't even really need that. They just need him to hit the ball hard, the occasional home run. Like, yeah, if Brian Hayes can be a 15 home run hitter and hit 280, right? Like,
we're cooking.
Then we're like, he's going to be an all-star. So yeah, like I said, a lot of potential in this lineup. Obviously the real question mark is the pitching staff. But again, Keller on the mound today, so he's got the opening day start lined up, so he gets that first start. But yeah, this team is really going to be as good as that pitching staff allows it to be.
Yes. So let's go to Cody once again here. Cody is
What's
with
up,
Neil.
Guys? Look who I found.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Straggling around here. But anyway, so we're here. It's about noon, so it seems like it's time to get a beer. We're gonna get a beer here soon.
It's beer time.
It's beer time. But first, I want to talk to Neil. Neil, you were watching the pitchers warm up. What did you see? You got to see everybody. That's what I was saying earlier. Everybody's out here warming up. But what did you see? What's your analysis of what you've been seeing?
I just like seeing the Paul Skeens pitching to Henry Davis. It's clear they got a good relationship going. He's talking with them, asking for advice in between. Like, there's a lot of good conversation going on between them. And I just saw Solomito and Chandler doing Pyro Ball. Wasn't anything too fancy, but I'm hoping to see him pitch today.
Yeah, no, Davis and Skeens seem like they're connected by a 66-foot, 6-inch rope. Like, those guys are always together. I love to see that. What are you looking forward to today with today's game? First game at LECOM. First time we're really seeing a decent lineup this spring. I mean, it's only the second game, but We're seeing Cruz. We're seeing all these guys. What are you looking forward to?
I want to see good pitches and I want to see hard hit baseballs.
Hell yeah.
Can't take anything away from the game, so I just want to see good. I want to see good performance. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we're gonna get a beer here soon. You guys keep going, and I'll see you in a couple minutes, I guess.
Hey, you know what? Keep a beer cold for us. Once we're done here, we're gonna need a nice cold beer.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys.
All right, see you all.
Cody, the correspondent, the camera battery man, and the beer getter.
Man, he's our Hannah Mears. Like Cody is our Hannah Mears. But no, so Neil mentioned they're Henry Davis and Paul Skeens basically connected at the hip right now, just constantly back and forth with each other, talking with each other, picking each other's brains. That is something where, because those two guys, I mean, those are your 2 first overall picks over the last 3 years. You need those two to have an established relationship with each other. If they feel comfortable with each other, those are 2 guys who like need to perform for this team to do what we want them to do this year and years going forward.
Yeah, we heard about like basically Henry Davis saying, "What are you guys doing? Because you're coming to Bradenton this year in this offseason, right?" Which again, like we know about the intangibles Henry Davis presents, like that's part of it. I mean, this guy's going to go to work and he's going to make sure everyone goes to work. But yeah, like seeing them two really establish this relationship, awesome stuff.
Yeah, man, he's absolutely another very important piece.
He's
I mean, we keep saying it, but
important.
like there are a lot of most important pieces on this team.
Right.
There's like a 50-50 split between like 5 different guys. There's like a 250%.
More than that, buddy.
But O'Neil Cruz is 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, I don't know. Is there anything else that you really want to talk about? Or
Well, we're going to be talking about a lot this week.
they're clearing off the field right now. We're within the hour now of game time.
Well, let's talk about kind of our plans while we're here. So, I mean, obviously we have today's game. Tomorrow, the Pirates are on the road in Dunedin. It's about an hour drive. We're probably not going to make that trip, but we do plan on our Starbucks is going to be tomorrow morning. Just a normal time for you guys. We're going to be at Pirate City tomorrow is the plan. So we'll get some stuff for you guys there. Tuesday, we've got we're not going to be doing one of these pregame shows. And actually, you know what? Who knows? Maybe we will. Maybe we'll just do it. But we're definitely doing it again on Wednesday. I'm just looking forward to. We've got 4 baseball games while we're down here. 3 here in LECOM. We're going to be in Sarasota when the Pirates play the Orioles later in this week. So it's going to be a fun week. I'm excited to see a lot of baseball. I'm not really that excited. I'm 24 hours so far of hanging around DiNardo, and I've almost just bit his head off.
True story.
But
DiNardo is not fun in the morning.
It's driving me crazy, but we'll get through it. I think as long as
there's a 50% chance
there's a
that one of us are getting beaten up.
50% chance NS9 just disbands after this week.
Yeah, getting back to the other stuff though, as far as content, we're gonna have all that. Every day expect a wrap up. We'll have a wrap up tonight. Yesterday we just got in, but every day expect a daily wrap up, like how we did the winter meetings. Hopefully get some guys on, some beat writers such to talk with us, and also this little tease, guys. We have maybe another bucking around, a special bucking around set up. Going to be recorded maybe in a few days, and get out here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, let's go join Cody and Neil with a beer.
Yes, it's time.
It's beer time.
So with that said, I appreciate everyone for watching. As always, go ahead, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you're not already, we'll be going live and doing a lot of content this week. So we'll see you guys then. And
we'll see you later tonight.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Peace out,
see you guys.
Hey, you all. Thank you for watching. I know we try to provide the most entertaining content that we can, and we'd love to spread it to as many people as possible. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you could take the 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the page, it helps out so much more than you know. Thank you, and let's go Bucks.